Hi everyone, I am JamshedQureshi, and in this video we will explore about input decorators in Angular. So input decorators are basically property level decorators in Angular, and we specifically use input decorators in our child components to let Angular know that the value of this property would be coming from a parent component. So let's create a component for this topic and see with an example. We will go to our command line and we will create a new component for this. This is our topic number 17. To use input decorators in an example, we will need to create two components. One would be a parent and one would be a child component. So let's create these components. We will write ng gc lessons and let's copy the folder name. We will copy it. We will paste it here and we will name it parent. We will create this one. Okay, oh, it is skip tests. Okay, and same way we will create a child component as well. So let's have a look at our components. So we have both of these components created and we will run our application and go to our components now. So it is running. Now what we will do in our main component file, we will add the parent component here. Okay, that's it, and we will move to our parent component now. And again we will take the e-commerce example. Let's say we have a list of products. So we will create a list of products in our TypeScript file. Say we have products and it is an array of string. And we will initiate this array with some values. Say laptop, desktop, monitor and charger. And we will also need a function. So whenever we click on a function, we need to assign the value to a variable. So we will also write a selected product, which would be a string that would be empty initially. And we will create a click functionality function. So product selected, and in this function we will assign the value of the click product to our selected product variable, like this, is equal to product, and we will get this product as a parameter to our function. This would be of type string. Okay, so we have to bind this function to our click event listener in our HTML file. So let's go to our HTML file and create a div, and we will use ng-for directive over here to loop over our products. And when the user clicks on it, we will use product selected function and we will send the name of the product. Now let's see if we can console this product in our component file itself or not. So we will write a paragraph. We will use interpolation and we will show the selected product value over here. Now let's add our main components selector to our app component file. Let's go to this TypeScript file. We will select the selector and open our app component. We will remove this. We will paste this. Now let's save and see the output. Let's refresh this. And here we have it. So let's try and click on it. And here we can see the selected product over here. Now let's say instead of showing this product in our paragraph, we want to send it to another component, which is our child component. So how can we do that? So let's first bind our child component over here. Okay. We will give some spacing for this. And here we will write child component. Let's go to our child component. And here we will write selected product is, and we will create a local variable for this child component, say, and name it selected product. So we will create this variable in our child component. This is going to be a string which would be empty. Now if we save and run our application, let's see what happens. Okay, so we are here. Now let me click on any of the product. So we are not able to see. So our aim is to send the selected product from the parent component to the child component below. And the way we can do it is by using input decorator. So what we will do is that in our child component, so we will tell Angular that we would be getting the value of this variable from a parent component. And to get that value, we will have to use input decorator. For that we will write @ symbol and use input decorators. We will write @input and round open close brackets. And this input would be imported from our Angular core module like this. And for our HTML to know that this is an input variable, we'll have to bind it in square brackets in our parent component. Let's go to our parent component and see how to do it. So here we will write open close square brackets and the input variable's name. So what is that? That is selected product. Selected product. And how would we bind it? We would bind it to a variable from our parent component. So the name could be anything. For this component, we have the name same as the selected product over here. You can name it anything. So the selected product variable from our parent component would provide the value to the selected product variable in our child component. So basically you could name both of these variables differently. Let's say for example, we are writing the parent component's variable name selected parent product. Okay, and we will rename it over here as well and here as well. And this would be the child product. So we will rename it in the child component, say here, and again in the HTML as well. So what is happening here? We are using input decorator on our child component and telling Angular that we would be getting the value of this variable from the parent component. And to do that, we have to use @input decorator in front of our child component's variable. And in the parent component, in HTML, wherever we use our child component selector, we have to bind our input decorator in square brackets and write the variable name. And we will assign that to a variable that is coming from the parent component. So this is our parent component product. and that will provide the value dynamically to our child component product. So let's save and see the output. We will go to our browser. We will refresh it. Now if I click on any product, so I have the product sent from my parent component to child component like this. So this is how input decorators are used to send data from parent components to child component. So in case of any interview, if someone asks you how to send data from parent to child component using input decorators, you can mention that we can use input decorators on our child component selector in our parent components HTML, and we have to bind the @input decorator in our child components variable in the TypeScript file. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we will try and cover output decorators as well. So if you like the video, then please like and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.